Okay, good morning. As always, today's Substack reading and a few poems, not that many. Today's is a pretty serious article, piece that I'm going to read. But it seems necessary to dig into this dark stuff and all aspects of the human condition so that we can find our way through our humanity and embrace our humanity rather than, in many ways, the tendency to deny it almost, or bypass it, or transcend it. So, this is called The Hidden Doorway of Demoralization. And the subtitle reads, The Relief of Letting Go of the Self That Needs Anything at All. The quote, if I surrender any idea of how my life should be, if I fall into the great, I don't know how it's supposed to look, something shifts. As we go deeper on the path of dissolution, the self rarely goes quietly. It tends to kick back, and one of its favourite tactics is to coat everything, both our personal life and all human life, in the dull grey of meaninglessness. The existentialists explored meaninglessness in great detail, but encountering it is not a philosophical exercise. It's visceral. It's the hollow ache that seeps into your bones when life feels stripped of purpose. Demoralization, disillusionment, despair. These are not abstractions. They are lived experiences, and they can be excruciating. They pull the air out of your lungs and leave you with nothing solid to stand on. The mind wants to fix them, to rebuild a sense of meaning, to escape the emptiness. I have met them many times, and each time I've found that if I surrender any idea of how my life should be, if I fall into the great, I don't know how it's supposed to look, something shifts. It's not that answers arrive or meaning is restored. Rather, there is a quiet relief, the loosening of the self that insists life must conform to some vision for me. In this loosening, an opening appears, not to certainty, but to the mystery of direct unknowing, the just thisness of things. Life as it is, without interpretation, without the self at the centre. This is the hidden doorway. The mind will tell you that demoralization marks the end of the road, but just a hair's breadth from the agony lies the relief of letting go of the self that needs anything at all. Most people never see it. They turn back, reconstruct the self, and chase after new meanings to cover the void. But if you dare to stay in that raw not knowing, you may find that what once felt like meaninglessness is, in truth, the threshold to a freedom beyond all meaning. And a poem to go with this one. It's possible for the self to become deeply demoralized, to feel stripped of purpose, dignity, or hope. Yet often it is at precisely that point when the structure of who you believe yourself to be is weakest or most broken, that the opportunity appears. A doorway, unmarked, almost invisible. One way leads deeper, beyond the familiar self, and into the mystery of what you truly are. The other keeps you circling inside the walls of identity, believing the story of demoralization as truth. Most turn back, never recognizing the doorway, but if you step through, uncertain, unguarded, you may discover that what seemed like an ending was, all along, the beginning of something vast and free. It was love's brilliant sunshine and the water of humility that enticed this flower to reveal itself. But the growth from seed to flower was fraught with pain. That's how growth is. Throw a big party. Invite your fear. Welcome your sorrow. Lay a place for your anger. Let them all have their voice and join the celebration. By and by, everything falls into softness. Love is not a righteous path, nor an intellectual one. Love is the unknown path, the path of mystery, the path of surrender. And whoever surrenders must surrender their righteousness. Look into your own heart, and if you find even a hint of this, there is further to fall. Don't worry about being caught. There is no ground. Surf the phenomenal world with great tenderness and compassion. You and the world are one, and the way you treat it is the way you treat yourself. Each of us, on the journey of self-realization, must face our Buddha moment. The moment we meet our doubts and fears, our habits and hiding places, and the quiet invitation to step beyond them. What we do in those moments shapes the depth of our opening. It cannot be faked. It cannot be bypassed. It is here, in the fire of truth, that something real is born. And the final few words. We are born into a karmic field of unconscious cause and effect. Our task is to make the unconscious conscious and release it into the light. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.